Finally, KBW has come back for your Raw and Smackdown review.
Your weekly Raw and Smackdown review, homie. Get it right, Jawn.
Do you know who I am?
You ain't a Jawn.
I am the Jawn. This is KBW, man.
We are
the Jawn. Okay.
This is what we do here at KBW.
See, what we learned a lot this week was Extreme Rules was in our hometown.
Yeah.
My home city.
I
got music sometimes.
Sometimes we'll
hopefully YouTube doesn't steal my phone for that.
30 seconds.
So of course, Extreme Rules was in our town, was in our home. We were not there because they were disrespectful. And it wasn't even him.
No, it wasn't even. I'm not disrespectful.
By the way,
they booed that.
I have to let you know, you have the heel version of you. You gotta watch out. There is someone who has your gimmick.
No.
Half your gimmick.
No.
His name is you're Mr. Disrespectful, but he's like General Disrespectful or something like that.
I'm generally disrespectful to everyone.
He's a gamer,
bitch,
and his name's like Captain Disrespectful or something weird. I took a picture of it, forgot to send it to you.
No. I play that game, man.
I'm just letting you know.
Play your games, my man. You can be general respectful all you want. When it comes down to it, I'll disrespect you any day of the week.
I'm just letting you know.
Let's get it right.
There's someone else disrespecting.
Man, listen, if he ain't coming at me icon, we all good for right now. He probably looked there before me anyway.
Sounds real respectful, dude.
Well, he was up there before me.
I feel like he wouldn't have said it.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
You know what he can do?
Suck it.
Yep.
Okay.
You got it right.
So it was in our hometown, and I felt like I was spending a lot of time on Twitter, battling people, defending my city.
Yo, whoa.
Why is Philly cheering Brock? Or I'm trying to tell them, no, they're not cheering Brock. They're cheering Paul Heyman, because Paul Heyman is Philadelphia. Paul Heyman created ECW.
Did you not hear the change for ECW?
We were very. You don't understand. You guys didn't get to experience ECW the way that people who lived ECW.
In the city, yeah, we lived it. We lived and breathed ECW around here.
We had something big that was. I mean, obviously, it didn't shake the core of WWE, but you had
Raven,
Sabu.
Yes, I can't forget Sabu, man.
Sandman, I think I still see him around town. He's always somewhere weird.
Yeah.
But you'll see
Sandman.
Sandman.
I think was it Sandman, Raven? One of them. I actually worked with his daughter. I found it out.
Mrs. Sandman?
No, I found it out, and she was like, "Yeah, that's my dad." And I was like, "Wait, what? Like, you mean the famous?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh crap!" Like, I was taken back by that. But yeah, I mean, just no keynote. So like I said, it runs deep around here and with us with ECW, obviously.
And then it hit me. The idea hit me. Okay, Becky Lynch is the man. She's the man.
And Seth Rollins, the man's man.
So, if you're from Philly, we ain't the man.
No, we ain't the man. No, you ain't the man's man either.
The hell, you ain't the John's John.
No, don't be the John's John.
You ain't the man. You ain't the man's man. You ain't the John's John. You're the John. If you're from Philly, you understand what the John is. Okay.
Yeah, you get John. You just understand John is just a term for everything.
This is what we are. So
what KBW is now. KBW is the John.
The John. So
it's
everyone, this shirt is available. All you gotta do is hit up the Twitter, and we can get you on. You guys can become part of KBW and the John Club.
Yeah,
okay,
it's the John Club.
The John Club.
Mine's the club. I have it on there. This is
the John Pod. This is the John Pod. Bang.
They're not the Johns.
They're not the Johns.
They decided to fall off.
Yeah,
the Jacksons fell off. The Seth Rollins fell off.
See, because
that's why you lost. That's why you lost.
The man lost. See what happened? Because he wasn't
the man's man lost.
Yeah, the man's man lost, and then
so he dropped off. But you know who is still with us? Austin, Styles, Rock, Wyatt,
the Ultimate Warrior,
Macho King, Jericho,
MJF,
Cody, and Kenny Omega,
better
baby.
than you.
I am better than you.
You know it.
You know it.
Yeah.
All right, we ain't on that though right now.
So guys,
this is episode 22 since we missed last week. Like I said, we are back finally.
I took a vacation.
You did.
I went to the beach. I got a little relaxation.
You did.
So I'm back. Because guys, if you noticed in the episode before I went away, I was asleep.
Yeah, he was. He was sound asleep.
Toward the end of that episode,
I just kept talking. Man,
I was out so you can tell I needed a vacation just by seeing me. I was like, I did this. When I woke up, I was like, John. Who? I was like,
I let him
Jawn.
go. Just let him go. I was like, you know,
I didn't even know who I
old
was
man
talking
needs some
about.
sleep.
But I
the
need
Jawn with us right here.
I need the vacation, but the Jawn is back.
I forgot to hit the Jawn up, dude. Why don't you hit the Jawn up?
Which Jawn?
The Jawn up, tugboat. See, tugboat's up.
Oh, tugboat. What am I hitting him up on?
I forgot.
Computer?
The
phone.
Hit the phone real quick.
Where
I forgot to tell him. I
is
forgot to
my
text him
phone?
up. Right there in front of your face, man.
Oh shoot!
So we were trying to get a little tugboat because I completely forgot to text him for this because, well,
This is my Jawn piece.
we're running late. So you have the Jawn piece. I got the Jawn piece right here.
Am I calling him? Is he expecting a call?
I told him maybe expect a call. He said he'd see if he's there.
Is
So call him. If you don't pick up, you don't pick
expecting
up.
a video chat?
If you don't pick up, you don't pick up. I mean, he sees you coming in, then obviously he should
How
know.
long ago did we do this thing?
2-3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, because we didn't do it last
Oh,
time.
there
But
it is, Rico.
yeah,
June 19th. Really?
it's been that long. We
That's
hit him
why
up.
we did it?
Well, because remember, then we did the fireworks July
It was
4th.
on at 51 minutes.
Yeah, remember July 4th and the other thing?
Alright, so I'm going to attempt
so
to call him.
while
He
he's
was active
calling-
6 minutes ago.
Yeah, so he's probably looking for it. That's probably
So
why.
he better be awake.
So, just to hit, I'll start with some AEW news while you're trying to call him, because, well, Rico ain't roll with AEW.
You got his,
man ain't
you
on,
got his chair?
the man ain't on it.
His chair should
I got
be
his
on the
chair
other side.
somewhere. Yeah, his chair's right here.
Why's I got this thing? Why does that do that?
I don't know. We'll find out if it picks up. If not, then we put it there and we'll get it back. So AEW news. If you watched their interviews after their matches of Fighter Fest, no, Fight for the Fallen. Sorry, Fight for the Fallen.
Someone was fighting.
They
Hey!
tugboat.
I found you. We late, but we did it.
Yeah, we just started. We just hit it up. We just been started about probably like 10 minutes in. You down to do this with us? All right, so we're just doing Raw and Smackdown review real quick.
Yeah.
We're getting into news. We're getting some news real quick. All right, sound good with you? So we got some news. Just quick. We're gonna face you. We're gonna put you towards the people. So if you want to put your mask on and everything for the people to see.
Yeah, he's like our Luchasaurus.
Yeah, you can be the dinosaur of the group.
Boy and his dino.
So first things first. AEW started talking about Tony Khan did the interview after the show, and he ended up hinting or giving away 2 matches that weren't on the card at the time, or at least one match that I remember, and that was Cody going up against Shawn Spears.
The 10.
So that's going to be a match after the chair shot. So it's the chairman versus the chairman, basically.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's going to be a match to see there. You have anything to talk about with AEW besides that? That's going to be an exciting match. I'm excited for that.
I do. So they started the Road to All Out today. And in the Road to All Out, they Shawn Spears did an exclusive interview with JR.
I want to see that. I missed that one today.
He revealed he will have a manager. It is Tully Blanchard, the legend, another WWE legend. Tully Blanchard is now his manager in AEW.
Why? Because he can't speak?
No, because he wants to have that old school feel. You know, like Jimmy Hart was with, Macho Man. Like they needed him. Like, but it's a good. They said, because the greatest fights aren't just won in the ring; they're won with a great mind. And then Tully Blanchard came out, so he will have a manager in AEW.
Interesting. Interesting. How do you feel about managers in wrestling these days? There, Rico.
Say that again?
How do you feel about managers in wrestling these days?
They don't need to.
So you're against them.
I like a good manager. I think
Well,
there's
we'll see how Shawn Spears does. So I remember we were talking a little bit. So you didn't get to watch Fight for the Fallen because you were having some issues with BR Live. Is that correct?
some people really were having BR Live issues.
I texted you telling you. So you had BR Live issues, right, Rico?
So I say that again? My TV was too loud.
I said you had some BR Live issues with Fight for the Fallen on Saturday night, didn't you? Because we were talking about that.
Yeah. I'm going for it.
So, and I heard, again, like Peppa was saying, a lot of people have had issues with that, so we've all been running into some issues with it. I mean, it was free, so a ton of people were probably watching, so that was probably a big issue
Yeah,
there.
it was lagging and it wouldn't load.
Yeah, so you didn't get to go back and watch any of it, right?
I caught the last match on Facebook.
What'd you think of the product of AEW just based on that last match?
It was pretty intense and fast.
What?
Yeah.
It was. I thought, dude, for fast, it was like a 30-minute match, something like that. I mean, it was a pretty long match too.
But that's what they do, though. They let them go. Like, they just let them go and let them get some work done. Like,
But did you
You
think
have
it
to
was
do
more
that.
entertaining than what WWE has put out over the last few months?
A little
Only a little
I
bit.
ain't gonna lie.
So but you only saw one match. You didn't get like that full
Yeah,
chance.
you need a full chance to see it all. All right, well, maybe you better catch some more. But that's good.
You
You're
don't
able
have
to
to take a side. No one has to take a
No,
side.
no, no. You can watch both. I'm not saying you can't watch both. I was just wondering what your thoughts were on it because I know when we talked about it before a few weeks ago.
Was a lot faster.
The what?
Yeah.
This one was a lot faster.
Oh yeah, definitely. It definitely had a quicker move and everything to it. The pace. They run a more the Young Bucks run a more West Coast style of wrestling, so they move and fly and jump all the way around.
It's like a spread offense.
Yeah, and then you had Dustin and Cody running the East Coast with the beating the arm up and focusing on one thing, so it was kind of a back and forth. But yeah, I mean it's like, so you see, I mean someone who didn't get why he thought it was pretty good. They said we're not competing. We still watch WWE. We still watch AEW. You can watch both. You don't have to be a fan of one or the other. Back in the day, I watched WCW and WWE when it was Raw as well. You gotta watch both. I mean, people who don't like both or want to criticize you for wanting to watch both, forget you guys. I mean, you got to be able to get to be able to accept all types of it. Because listen, I watch the New Japan here and there, some Ring of Honor. There's all types of other wrestling out there, not just WWE. You don't have to focus on one thing.
There's good stuff in everything.
Yeah, you just got to be able to. If you like wrestling, then you got to like it all. Any other AEW news from you, Peppa?
Nothing crazy. Hangman did a promo for All Out for Jericho, and it was like scary, intense, because he got real stitches because that code breaker that he did.
Yeah, he really messed him
He
up.
accidentally booted him like right in the face, so that blood and everything was real. That was in the cut.
Yeah, he got real stitches.
And during the promo, he was like screaming about it, and he pulled his stitches out like on air, just pulled them out so he would start bleeding again. Like it was not there's no blood packet, there's no razor. He literally took a stitch and started pulling them out during the promo. So he was really intense.
Oh, he was really pissed.
I really hope he wins.
Did you watch Being the Elite where he talked about it?
Yeah.
And he was pissed
Well,
about
they said
it.
that Jericho actually did apologize.
Well, yeah, I mean, he obviously didn't do it on purpose. I mean,
he didn't want to do it on purpose.
His code breaker is actually really fierce, and it ended up busting him open.
Now it's called the Hangman Breaker.
Apparently.
Right in this general area.
Well, that's not right.
That's not it.
No, you gotta go to 22. So, for WWE news, just recent updates after Finn Balor lost his title on Extreme Rules. We come to find out that he asked for some hiatus, a 2-month hiatus from WWE. So we're not going to see the club with Finn Balor come in. Looks like they're going to give him his hiatus, which is why what you saw on Raw with the Fiend happened, what had happened.
Yeah, but I thought it was going to end differently. I thought you was staying until SummerSlam, giving us the match, and then the Fiend would just
Well, so there's still speculation that
they just said that he's already in Ireland.
Oh, he already left?
Like he left
Okay.
already.
Well,
So
I
that was
heard that
apparently he just got written off
So
TV by his sister Abigail.
The Fiend killed him with Sister Abigail?
That's it.
I thought that I heard this was going to go to SummerSlam, but apparently
That's what I thought too, but they
guess
said
Finn just tried to drop out altogether.
A couple different news sources have said that he's already back in his homeland of Ireland and that nothing's going to
I mean, hey, that's what it is. He wants some break. I mean, WWE's pretty grueling there.
No, for him, he ain't on TV.
Another thing, I don't know if it wasn't SummerSlam. What's the pay-per-view after SummerSlam? The one in Toronto. There's one in Toronto. Which everyone's coming to Toronto.
SummerSlam's in Toronto this year.
And what's the one after that?
Here's the North. I don't know what's after that one. Why?
Well, there's another one. So in the news I saw there is a preview for wherever this is going to be held. The next pay-per-view after this that shows Drew McIntyre go against Seth Rollins for the title, which indicates that Seth Rollins is going to beat Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
But why would he?
What do you feel about that, Rico? How do you feel if that is the case? I don't know what the next pay-per-view is at the SummerSlam, but they're saying Seth Rollins is going to win. They only give Brock Lesnar the title for 30 days or whatever it is, and then Drew McIntyre is going against Seth Rollins at the next pay-per-view.
I think it was dumb the way they did everything. I mean, I don't see him beating Lesnar, and there's no reason why he should.
Exactly.
It should be somebody else, like Strowman.
I can't believe they screwed Strowman over on Monday night. We'll get to that.
It could have been Strowman.
We'll
There were so many guys in that thing I'd rather see
Samoa Joe.
that fight that was not Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see Randy Orton going after him. Actually, I would have.
That's what I thought was going to win.
Yeah, I was okay with that though. Orton.
But now Orton and Kofi, man, it looks like we'll get into that. But yeah, I mean, but now they're saying that Seth. So according to this, again, this is all pre-done, so things can change, cards can change. But Seth versus Drew McIntyre, I'm good. I'm not saying I don't want to see the Drew McIntyre push, because I think he is a great talent. He can get that push. but you need to get him away from Shane McMahon first, and this whole BS with Shane McMahon before I see that I want Drew McIntyre in that picture right now. As of right now, being Shane McMahon's lackey, I'm not a huge fan right now. I can't take it. Now you do need a heel to hold a title. We've had two baby faces.
To be honest with you, I think Orton was the only one that had a shot at beating Lesnar.
Right, and you would believe it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he's a legend. He's a 14-time champ.
Yeah.
Like, everything about Orton, like, you can catch anyone with an RKO real quick. And it's a proven, it's literally a proven finisher that, like,
knocks you out.
if you get RKO'd, you are done. It doesn't matter who you are.
Unless you're like Triple H.
Right, yeah, well, of course. But, like, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I have the rumored entire card for SummerSlam.
No
DQ did put this up as the full card for SummerSlam as both confirmed and rumored. So we have Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins. It's a confirmed match.
Yeah, we saw that.
Becky Lynch versus Natalya. That's going to be a sleep fest. Bayley versus Ember Moon.
I'm excited for that match.
I like that one.
I like Ember Moon. I thought she performed really well. I think she's going to be a great adversary to Bayley right there.
Mm-hmm. We have Kofi and Randy Orton. Since Randy Orton won the six-man tag, I feel like that's who you're going to get.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm actually okay with Randy Orton actually winning the title again.
Yeah.
I am actually okay with that. I don't know about how you feel about that, Rico, but I'm okay with that one.
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with seeing Orton winning another title.
You get him up to number 15. I would not be opposed to it. The women's tag team titles, we have them.
Let's not talk about this.
Apparently, the Kabuki Warriors are actually going to get another shot, which they should, since that was bullshit the first time.
But my thing is this: it was bullshit on SmackDown. Again, we'll talk about that. But what was bullshit is that why don't other champions do this in general? Literally, all you gotta do is walk out of a ring.
It is pretty common sense.
And just stand there, just common sense. My thing is, why don't Kabuki Warriors just throw the men back in the ring, like do something
or
instead
just
of
get out
watching
of the ring and then
come back in, roll back and forth. One and two. So
the SummerSlam match is going to be no disqualifications.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing here.
No count
my
out,
problem
no
is,
DQ.
and listen, I'm not saying I don't. I'm saying this. You got to get Kairi Sane and Asuka away from each other, the tag team, and put them back into singles action because that's what the women's division needs. We would have Asuka or Kairi Sane going up against Becky Lynch instead of this Natalya BS that we have here.
That was very boring.
Like,
You know what?
I'm just.
Now
What?
What'd you say?
Natalya better not win. No, she better not win. I don't hear that.
Because they're in Toronto.
Then the hometown person never wins.
But they why would you have? But that's why that's literally the booking was they're in Toronto, so we need the Canadian woman, the Hart, the Hart family member to.
That's
right.
And then Uncle Brett's gonna walk down to the ring to congratulate her.
No, because he's not even showing up for the what is it, 50th anniversary next week?
Is he not showing up for the birthday show or whatever?
No, he's not. Not even JR is. Or yeah.
Yeah, all the AEW.
He was invited for. Well, JR was invited to it.
Yeah, that's because Brett's part of AEW now.
Well, no, he's not. There's no. He just did one thing for them. But even JR, who's a part of it, he was invited. He just turned it down. Like Tony Khan said, "Hey, you can go if you want. It's your choice," and he turned it down respectfully. JR did. So
I think that would have been dumb for whatchamacallit. That would have been dumb on Vince's part. Don't be putting AEW guys on WWE.
He tried. He invited them. Did you see his Twitter or whatever it was?
Yeah, he did try it, but good for him.
But yeah, listen. You need to get a better tag team. Like, listen, I thought Bayley and Ember Moon were really well together tag team. Honestly, I really did. I was okay with them actually possibly going for the tag titles. I just don't like the Kabuki Warriors as a tag team. I just think it's very awkward. Like, they're not the Pirates. Well, that too. But like, they're not it wasn't what was it, the Pirates. It was.
They weren't anything.
Well, Asuka was up. It was Kairi Sane and.
They were the Sky Pirates with Io Shirai.
Io Shirai, yeah. I would rather have them come up than this. It's just an odd tag team, and you gotta get some better women back into the tag team matchup scene right now.
But now Io Shirai is a heel, so.
Yeah, she's great as a heel.
Amazing.
Not like that NXT has had a review in a while. So what's the next possibility there as another match?
After that, we have AJ Styles and Ricochet.
Oh, so another rematch?
They're claiming that more members are going to be joining the club.
So Ricochet's going to lose again?
AJ, he shot some shade in the direction of Undisputed Era. Undisputed Era put up some kind of a gift
coming up to go after him,
and Finn said, "Oh, that's cute," or something like that, and had like the laughy face. And then Adam Cole, baby, said, be careful what you wish for, AJ. They're also two former Bullet Club members together. Because Adam Cole was in Bullet Club.
That's right,
as well.
he was. I forgot
So
about
that's
Adam Cole being
another
there.
Bullet
Right.
Club member. So
But
I could
saying,
see.
but he's saying he's gonna go after AJ.
I could see them pulling up. Undisputed Era
to be
once like the club gets too big. Like if they can make the club 4 or 5 members deep, and they just keep like beating up on everybody.
Then you bring up the Undisputed
Then
Era.
you bring
their
up the
own
Undisputed
club.
Era to be the stable that takes them down.
But I mean, obviously Ricochet should have won. He didn't. Should he win this match again?
I don't think he's going.
Why is he getting a rematch? Like, why is it? What's the rematch for?
Because he wants it.
I mean, like I thought we got rid of the whole rematch clause. But listen, we talked before. Let's go back in the day, back to our day, back to the Attitude Era. Back when if you lost a title, what made it fresh again is you didn't see them fight again until a Raw like a month later. It wasn't a month later for pay-per-view.
From each other.
Yeah, you kept away from each other, and it was a month later. Like, hey, on Raw they had a great match again. Like, let's not. They better listen. If this is gonna be the match, if that's a true match, bump that. I don't want to see them face each other until a week beforehand and build that up the entire time. These two are on a tear, winning in their own right, and they go back to fight each other again. That's what I want to see. If that's gonna be the match. That's all I'm saying with that one.
We also have Intercontinental title Shinsuke Nakamura against Ali.
I like Ali winning this. I'm telling you.
I would like that match in general.
I think the match is gonna be great. I think
If they
both these guys
let
are.
them go,
Both these guys are fantastic performers. And I think it'd be a great match. What about you there, Rico?
You like
Yeah,
a shit.
but I don't think he will.
You don't think Nakamura's gonna lose?
Nah.
I don't know. Ali, they're weirdly pushing with all the weird things where he's sitting in back alleys trying to like grab women or whatever. Yeah, where he's like gonna fight people in the back alley. How about you get back in the ring, bro?
I don't think they gave the title to Shinsuke to lose it this quick.
I don't know why the hell they gave it like that.
Well, they gave it to him because Finn wanted to
It
leave.
was such a weird way to do it. Like you just gave it up in a pre-show like it was nothing, which is very strange. We also have Stone Cold Kevin Owens against Shane McMahon.
So, me and Rico talked this earlier. I haven't told you this yet, Peppa. Rico, tell him how you feel about the Kevin Owens Stone Cold angle.
It's stupid.
How dare you?
I knew it. I knew you'd hate that one.
How dare you?
Kevin Owens does not have the face to pull off a Stone Cold anything.
Well, he doesn't need to be bald. He has that perfect. He has like that. You can have him be an anti-hero. Obviously, he's not going to be Stone Cold. Stone Cold is the #1 wrestler of all time. He brought in the most
He
bucks.
doesn't have the face. He doesn't have the voice. He doesn't have the attitude. He just doesn't have Stone Cold anything in him.
I don't.
For his era, he does.
I think for his
This
era.
era, you can't be dropping fingers left and right and everything else. So they can only do if
So
they
much.
if they let Kevin Owens
Do it
go
with Stone
Kevin
Cold.
Steen when he was independent, he was an actual asshole who was doing all of that kind of gimmicky shit like that. That was more along the line of a Stone Cold. But this is PG Kevin Owens. He can only do so much.
Speaking of being able to give the finger left and right, I heard WWE is dropping their PG logo.
Well, yeah, I've heard they want to break free of that. So I think this is great because I unlike Rico here, I do actually like the Kevin Owens angle somewhat more and more. Cause I think especially this week, I thought he showed out more. We'll get into that. But my thought was, and here's my thought here: what if? Because Stone Cold's gonna be there next week on Raw. What if you see a double stunner on the both McMahons?
See, I'm in for
At
that.
the same time, Stone Cold and Kevin Owens both stun the McMahons. That would be epic. That would be Stone Cold handing the torch to Kevin Owens and be like, you know what? And he's told him he could do it.
Yeah.
But like, because Kevin Owens asked Stone Cold, hey, can I use your move?
The
And Stone Cold
Stunner's
was
a
okay
much
with it.
better move than like.
But it's a lot.
I like a pop-up powerbomb.
It's a lot of work on their back. They
Yeah,
say, and that's why you
but-
shouldn't do it.
But it's more effective.
How about this one? What would you do if Owens stunned Stone Cold?
That would be epic.
That would be fantastic as well.
That'd be an epic move.
Either way, I prefer to see both guys stun the McMahons because that would just be fantastic on our part.
Because they're
As a
trying
fan,
to push.
I think.
Kevin Owens is trying. They're trying to make him like the #1 baby face.
Yeah, so you can't go after a legend.
now. Because they're kind of giving him a half Stone Cold gimmick, but also a half CM Punk gimmick. Like he's dropping pipe bombs on TV. Like saying the things that they sound like he's not on the script. Like, so they're making him sound like a half CM Punk hero, but at the same time with that Stone Cold side where it's, I'm gonna stun everyone. Like he stunned Sami Zayn at a house show. No. And that's supposed to be his best buddy. Stunned him right in the middle. Like if he starts literally just stunning everybody in the ring, then you're like, okay, they're literally just told him go be Stone Cold. But like, I like the idea of it. I just think the stunner gives you such a better move. Other than I think on SmackDown, I think he accidentally kicked Shane in the balls. That's why he fell right down.
That first
before
stunner?
He missed the stunner. I think he actually kicked him in the dick. Did you see SmackDown, Rico?
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Did it look like he actually kicked him in the dick and that's why he went down?
Yeah.
Because he missed his mark altogether.
Yeah, it was a bad. The first one was the second one was way better.
Yeah.
But
I was like, why is
he
he looking for him and he's already on the ground? And then I was like, oh, he got kicked right in the man stuff.
Did you see the replay at the end of the show?
Yeah.
It was edited to where
Yep.
it would normally be done.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was ever a mess up. They fixed that really quick.
Exactly.
They were able to fix it, but it was there.
Which is weird. But, so we also have, as of on this, it's still rumored matches, Bray versus Finn. I'd be down to see it still.
I would be.
Because Bray even put on his Twitter after doing it Monday night that he'll forgive Finn once this is over. We owe this to them. Because remember when they were in their weird dispute a couple months back before everything happened, and the Demon beat him, the regular Finn beat him, but then they went into where he said, you made me go to a place I never would go, and it was him and Sister Abigail, he was wearing women's clothes, and they said it was supposed to be Demon Finn against Sister Abigail. And then they went overseas, and remember, all of them got some kind of sickness?
Yeah.
Then after that, they just did away with the feud.
Whole feud, yeah.
So they never actually got to finish the feud out the way they wanted to. So Bray was just saying, we're owed that, to give them the final Finn versus Bray. Give him Fiend versus Demon, and then Demon can go off into the sunset for a couple months, and when he comes back, maybe he'll find Bray and beat him. But I hope that's what they do. But if they don't,
at least like I said, bring him back for SummerSlam just to beat him real quick. Listen, Finn, you can stay in Ireland. Just show up the week before to have a match real quick. That's all.
Yeah, shoot over to Toronto and then go back away.
Yeah, you're good.
Just do like Kawhi Leonard and just stay there for a minute
and then bounce and then you're good to go. Another
go back home.
Another match that's a possibility is Undertaker versus Drew McIntyre.
I'd be okay with it, but I don't see where they're going to put that together in 3 weeks.
I was so Undertaker put on a very good show.
Yeah,
the Graveyard Dogs. The Graveyard Dogs put on a good show.
Don't you ever say that name again.
The Graveyard Dogs. I like the Graveyard Dogs.
Stupid.
I liked it.
I'm the Graveyard Dogs.
Better than Kabuki Wars.
Why don't you mess with my Kabuki?
But I mean that'd be an okay match. But at the same time, I said Undertaker redeemed himself from Super Crapdown, which is I thought great. But I want to see him take a hiatus till the next Super Crapdown when he's supposed to go up against Sting, is what the rumors are. So I'm good for now.
And for the third time, Aleister Black and Cesaro.
Well, by then it'll be the 12th time. It'll be the 7th time by then.
Great match, but I don't understand giving them a third match if
Aleister won both.
He's won both. It's not
it's gonna be best of 7. There's still 3 weeks, man.
Oh,
so that means Cesaro's gonna win too.
Please stop picking a fight with him. Let someone else pick a fight with him, please.
I listen. Okay. It was a great match those two had.
Yeah, but I don't.
Again, even their Raw rematch was great. I just don't want to see it again.
No.
We just talked about it 5 seconds ago. If you're gonna put them together, don't put them together for another month.
Yep.
Don't have that Raw BS stuff. I was very disappointed in that. Anything else with the news you have? I have one more thing.
You hit them. I don't think I have anything else.
All right. The only thing we hit on at the very beginning is that the Philadelphia crowd, and you know you're in Philadelphia when this happens, they booed the hell out of that Fatal 4-Way women's match. To the point they said they cheered for John Cena. They wanted John Cena. Then said John Cena sucked apparently halfway into that.
Yeah, that was,
and a bunch of other stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, welcome to Philly. Well, Alexa Bliss apparently has very thin skin, which is if you ever watched her the
thick booty. Oh.
If you ever watched her WWE the back her back thing, like she's always had she's always had some issues with stuff like that, so like I get it. And no, my daughter, Alexa Bliss is a WWE superstar. Those things like they had one with him and Finn Balor, Kevin Owens did it. But like so like that, and they were saying that. I mean, so she had very thin skin. She was very hurt by the Philadelphia crowd and very disappointed in them and how they handled it. How we're trying to bring women up and they just tore women down. And my first thought in my head was welcome to Philadelphia. That's the Jawn right there.
It was a bad match.
But it was a terrible match. Like nothing against her. It was just a terrible match in general. Like it was just poorly. It was way too long of a match, Alexa. Like
that wasn't us.
I'm not hating on you.
We didn't do that.
I'm not hating on you. That was Philly.
No, we didn't do that. That was Long Island.
No, they were Philly on the night.
No,
for that. Were they?
No, it was Long Island.
Oh, that makes even more
We would
sense.
have been at Raw.
New York is ignorant as hell.
Yeah, they're stupid.
Stupid ass New York.
No, we would have went to
I'm
Raw.
just kidding.
Raw would have been like $8. Okay.
I guess when I said that it was there.
No, it was Long Island because that they did Zack Ryder won because that's the only time he comes out. He beat Mike Kanellis.
Yeah,
because Mike Kanellis is a bitch. Oh, Mike Kanellis, I feel bad for that guy.
His wife is dehumanizing him.
What? Really fine. Yeah, we can repeat
She's
that.
pregnant.
Oh, that's better for all of us.
Coming for I was coming for you. That's a shocker from you.
You don't look at
She's
that.
something I would say.
She don't look pregnant. You gotta wait till she looks at that.
So you got to. Oh, there's one other news I have. Jeff Hardy got arrested for public intoxication.
Yes, and then they said that a few days before that, they found him asleep on the steps to his apartment or to his house.
Well, he's heavily sedated because of surgery he just had.
No, he had that like 3 months ago. He's perfectly fine.
Listen,
They showed him like a month ago
I give more respect to Hardy.
singing his music, which, by the way, it's garbage. I'm going to have to say that. I apologize, Jeff Hardy.
I love
Have you
Jeff,
listened to his
man.
music?
No, I love Jeff Hardy.
It is garbage. He's singing into the sky with no music, and let's just say, doesn't sound like a musician. Sounds like a guy who is drunk. And then he just takes off his leg brace from his surgery, and he's still trying to hold on to the broken gimmick. So he says, "This knee brace is obsolete." And then he goes around singing his weird songs again, and it was weird. But stop getting drunk, man. Damn, or if you get drunk, you have a...
Listen, he's put himself through a lot of hell.
You have a
I worry about him. Listen, I worry about
compound.
him.
Get drunk in your goddamn compound. Stop going outside.
Stay in the compound, I agree. But I feel sorry for him, man. Listen, I don't want to see anything happen. I don't want that CTE from all the head injuries I had.
Well, he's not too late.
Well, no, I know, but like, I don't want to see that happen. Like, he's got to relax. Cause we don't need another Chris Benoit situation, man.
Who's that?
Yeah, I don't think
I'm going to say that word. We probably... This whole YouTube channel just got canceled.
But you want to see that. Like, listen, like, great wrestler. I love watching back in the day, and that was a sad story what happened to him. Like, I don't want to see it happen to Hardy too. Like, is that the path he's going down? Like,
they both did for a while. Matt was the same way with painkillers.
Well, yeah. So like, I don't want to say. I want to get better. Like, he has kids and all stuff, and like, like turn it around, Hardy. Like Jeff, like, listen, stay in the compound, like Peppa said over there.
Yeah, man.
So let's get into some Raw and SmackDown reviews since we've been talking enough about some news. The very beginning, Paul Heyman and Lesnar. I ignored you. I had to shut it up.
He said, talking.
I couldn't get him to stop. It was terrible.
It's hard to do.
So the Paul Heyman Brock Lesnar, they addressed the ending of WWE Extreme Rules.
What is Extreme Rules?
So
I refuse
before,
to imagine that.
so here, let me get to you guys, the fans out there. And I talked to Rico about this. Me and Pepper were talking. It was buy one get one for $1 in the shirts for WWE. Right before the end of the thing, Pepper goes, "I got a shirt I want to get." I said, "All right, cool. Let me see what I
was
want."
down to get my
and I said,
shirt.
"Hey, I'll get this shirt." I thought about the Let's Coffee shirt, and then I thought about the other one. I think I just thought about her wearing it, and
it looks better there. Yeah.
But I can't remember who I told you it was that I wanted, but the Ricochet one, the superhero one.
Yeah.
So I texted him and said, "Oh, yo, we can do that. I'll get this one, right?" Then we saw Lesnar come out, and we said, "Screw WWE, we're done. I don't want no damn shirt. I don't care if it's $15 a piece. We're done. We're done.
I couldn't see.
We're done.
I couldn't see making that purchase after they threw Brock at me again.
So
I'm so tired of it.
So how did you feel about Brock Lesnar coming out on Monday Night Raw?
I was shocked that he came out a night after, but I feel like they're going to have to. Well,
SummerSlam runs it now. So
SummerSlam is one of the big events.
This
is one
of the ones in his
contract. Most likely, it's the other one in his contract anyway. Like the only two he has to show up to, or three if you want to count it, would probably be like the Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam,
and Extreme Rules in Philadelphia.
So that the Extreme Rules was like, all right, let's get this stupid cash in out of the way. You show up to SummerSlam, and then even if he retains, the championship's just going to disappear anyway. and then we won't see it until WrestleMania or something like that. But,
so how did you feel about him coming out, Rico?
Every time I hear his music, he was like, all right, time to change the channel.
All right, so we're on agreement.
It's channel changing. It really is. It's channel changing worthy at that point. Like, because he's so boring anymore. Like, he doesn't wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He only talks.
he has his 2 moves. 2, not 3. There's 2 goddamn moves.
The suplex?
He literally, how many times can you send someone to Suplex City? And then he F5s them. There's no moves.
No.
I haven't seen him like, I haven't even seen him like throw anyone at the ropes, do anything else. Like, at what point, just let him go. Like, he used to wrestle.
Yeah,
he used to wrestle, and he used to be good.
Yeah, he was actually a really good wrestler.
Why don't you let him do anything besides a moonsault? Because he was never good at that.
I got a shocker for you both.
Hit him.
I'd rather watch the 24/7 title than Brock Lesnar.
And he hates the 24/7 title.
Yes.
See, we love the 24/7 title here.
About the 24/7 title.
I think it's hilarious.
I love it. I especially love this week's stuff.
Our truth, and actually Drake Maverick. I'll give Drake Maverick his
killing
due.
it too. I was happy with what happened.
And did we mention his wife is fine?
Yeah, I was.
That's a good woman.
Drake, I like how Drake pulled. I think it's gotta be fake marriage.
No, she was in a Mae Young Classic going here.
Yeah, but
she's actually a wrestler.
Are they really
it's to put her into the storyline so she can start wrestling.
Oh, okay, we're gonna get her to wrestle.
Yeah, Renee
wrestle
Michelle.
him because she hates his guts.
He's this big. He's smaller than me.
That's shocking. You never see somebody smaller than
No, I feel like I could beat up Drake Maverick in his big head.
But yeah, so the beginning of Raw was kind of like I didn't want to see it. Like I don't want to start off with talking. I don't want to see his face.
No.
But at least he showed up. Do you want to talk about that next? The 3-man tag, the 6-man tag.
Okay.
You saw about that?
I don't know. I like I said, I don't get to talk to Rico that much either. So I like to kind of get Rico's opinion on this. Rico, what is your opinion on this 2 out of 3 falls crap?
They need to fill the 3 hours of time. That's why I said before, go back to 2 hours.
But like, how boring is that? Like, you gotta think of it this way. So okay, so say you guys you have like the Usos. Okay, these are some of your best tag teams. Okay, the Usos, the Revival, Ricochet. Like these guys, other than Bobby Roode, who we don't know what the hell he's doing from week to week. But like, how can you spend 20 minutes fighting the Revival and the Usos, fighting each other to get 1 pin?
No, the first one was 20 seconds. I thought.
No, that's what I mean. Like, I meant on Extreme Rules.
Oh yeah,
okay?
yeah.
20 minutes
of a match
to try to get 1 pin on.
Yeah.
And then 11 seconds in on Raw, you got a pin. Why don't you just do that on the damn pay-per-view? Like, it's not logic. There's no logic to it.
So here's my issue with it.
So Ricochet moves some stupid move.
And I don't know if you're saying it's a 3-hour rule, Rico, but it's not what it is. It's all about the ad breaks. This is what this 2 out of 3 falls because of the ad breaks, and they don't want wrestling in the middle of the ad, so they do this thing, then they restart the match, or they do this.
Always a restart.
So my issue with this.
Yeah, but wait. They got all this other talent they could be using in the back that's not even on TV anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so that's my thing.
Instead of having a 3 falls match, you could have 5 other matches with 10 other guys that sit in the back with their thumbs up their ass.
Well, that's the point. And so here's my issue with it: is let's go back to our era where we were watching the Attitude Era. That was, dude, there was no problems with ad breaks. They didn't do 2 out of 3 falls there. There was nothing like that. I don't remember that back in the day. You don't remember that back in the day. You don't remember that back in the day.
No,
it wasn't a thing.
It was a thing, as in like a.
They did 2 out of 3 falls on the pay-per-view.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was for something big.
Exactly. It was never for an ad break.
Yeah, because
so
NXT did it for the title like 2 months ago with the Adam Cole.
Yeah, for the Adam Cole and
like,
it was good
because it was stretched.
Well, it
out.
was a 2 out of 3 falls match, and it wasn't 20 seconds.
No,
And then
you didn't have 3 pins in 7 minutes.
Yeah, like it was actually well thought out. So the issue is here is do you have a problem with the 2 out of 3s because they're doing it for the ad break now? Basically, is what it comes down to. It's not because of the 3-hour thing. It's because of the ad breaks they want to get involved in there. So you still hate it because of the ad breaks, correct?
That and they're wasting talent sitting in the back when we have other matches.
Yeah, because you got to think, if you came back from that commercial break and that match was already over, then you can literally start up a second match already.
Yeah.
You could have had Buddy Murphy against Ali or something crazy like that right after the break.
Buddy Murphy's been on the roster, so let's see it.
Like you could have a good fire match like that you can get, because the issue that they have is, and it's their biggest issue, is they can't build talent. So they literally are running the same ones into the ground, including having Shane McMahon get 6 segments a day.
Hey, he wasn't on Raw this week.
But if you were able to, raise superstars that Triple H spoon-fed you with NXT, where he said, here, man.
And kept their gimmick.
This guy is like Bobby Roode was easily a main event heel. He handed you a main event heel. Then you got him being weird and happy. And then he was a tag team with Chad Gable. Then weird. For a week he had a mustache.
And then he disappeared for 6 weeks. Then came
and
back.
Now he's back looking
and he
normal,
shaved his mustache.
But he's Robert Roode still instead of Bobby.
Yeah, I don't like what they did with him either.
No, like
he's not Bobby. He's Robert,
they killed so many like the tag team division. Where the hell is AOP? Like they were supposed to be this big bad team that was able to do so much, and you killed them within like 3 weeks of them showing up on the main roster. They disappeared. Yeah. They're gone. Like that's what they're gonna do to the Viking Eagles.
Well, the Viking Raiders, which is the next thing we're talking about, they're fighting against useless people. They're fighting against scrubs. This is scrubs. They fought against scrubs since they've come up on this roster after beating really good tag teams. Now that they're actually on the main roster and they lost us, they haven't fought anybody legit. What's the purpose, Vince? There is no purpose. Shut your face.
Look, the WWE had to show everybody, look, these guys are big, bad guys. Look what they can do to anybody. You know what I mean? It's just like what they did with Lars. He was throwing...
oh, my God. They murdered Lars Sullivan. And, like, that dude came in and it was like, that was it for Lars.
Well, he got hurt.
No, but I mean, like, he was dead on arrival in WWE. Because they had that thing where they promoted him for 4 months because he had some kind of mental breakdown.
Yep.
And by the time he came back, it was like nobody cared.
No one cared.
Like, okay, this guy's weird. Get him out of here.
And then he got hurt, and no one still cares. I'm happy to see him gone. Like they just destroyed him, and I thought he was garbage anyway.
Well, like there's so much that is coming up that you could just use, and they could main event every one of your shows, and they put on very good matches. It's at that point where as someone who loves NXT. I'm terrified when someone's about to go to the main roster.
Oh, yeah, I'm terrified.
When I hear about them going to the main roster, I go, okay, well, it was fun while it lasted. Because you're not going to get it anymore. You know, like, Ember Moon had one of the best matches of the year with Asuka in NXT.
Yeah.
And if they let her and Bayley go at the next page at SummerSlam, it will be a great match. I guarantee it's going to be 10 minutes.
Unfortunately.
And it's going to be like Alexa Bliss or Charlotte Flair is going to get in the way.
Sasha Banks. I'm going Sasha Banks.
Well, if Sasha, it's fine because
I think Sasha Banks getting
I'd be okay with that becoming a triple threat match.
Turn her back into the heel
sure.
that she was. I'd be okay with that too. But listen, either way, it's not Sasha. I'm excited for the Ember Moon match in general, and I think Ember Moon can win this because I hope they give her the title shot. I love Bayley as a champion, but like I think Ember Moon deserves that title.
I think if Sasha is really close to coming back,
they won't give it to her.
Then they would have Bayley lose the title. So that Sasha and Bayley can go win the tag titles back.
No, see, I disagree. I think if Sasha comes back, they want a Bayley-Sasha feud.
Yeah, but they had like 8 chances to do it and they didn't. So
I kind of agree with that. I don't think they're going to push the tag teams with them anymore.
I think they're done with them, I'm telling you. I think if anything, she's coming back. She's coming back to fight Bayley for the title and take it from her. And turn her into the heel she was.
Or Bayley.
It's going to be like this, she picked her because she could beat her kind of thing. Like, Cole said the other night, like, she just picked her because it's something easy to beat.
Right.
And I think it's going to make it look that way, too.
Which I disagree with because Ember Moon is actually a very good talent and she can fight her ass off and they're underutilizing the hell out of her. I mean, I don't
disagree with that, but I think it's going to be, they're going to make it look like an easy match for Bayley because you're trying to push her, as the next bigger thing.
I hope not, only because that just takes away from what Ember Moon can offer to the women's division. In all honesty,
yeah, I agree.
That's my biggest problem with that. So off a tag, Cedric Alexander finally got his shine.
Yeah.
After losing it last week and then coming out and beating Drew McIntyre
in like 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, he beat Drew McIntyre pretty quickly.
Also 2 minutes.
At least he wasn't 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah, but that's the other move. They're either doing
I think
falls or rolls.
I think if anything, we're gonna see Cedric Alexander on the SummerSlam match card possibly. I think they're really pushing for him.
I hope so. Just not as the janitor.
No.
I don't know if we want him as the janitor again. The goat. What was his name? Gary the goat.
Gary the goat. Gary the janitor, wasn't it?
No, it was that Gary the goat. Yeah.
Gary
the goat Godot or something like that. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And this was the moment of the night. At least for me.
This is my favorite part of the night. I don't know about how Rico feels about this, because we already heard how his feelings are with the Firefly Funhouse. He wasn't a fan.
Yeah, so if you weren't a fan of the Funhouse, or you're a fan of the Fiend.
You know what? I actually liked when Bray Wyatt came out. It was kind of interesting, and I'm glad to see him come back.
He's mean, and he looks like he's in really good shape.
Yeah, he does. He looks in real good shape, and the Fiend persona was done very well. It wasn't overdone. Yeah, it wasn't overdone. It wasn't cheesy. He came out. They flashed the lights. You saw him to perform Sister Abigail. You saw his face, and they shut the lights off. And he disappeared real quick. By the way, moving in the dark, I was very impressed with. I'm always impressed when lights go out and there's wrestlers there, and then lights go out again and they're not there because they're not under the ring. Because if you're there at live events, I've seen it before. They don't go to the ring. They go to the back somehow. So they navigate through that to the ring
quickly.
I'm very impressed.
And he had a mask on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would barely be able to see out of a mask. So, like, in general, though, I thought WWE did this very well. Sorry. I thought Paul Heyman did this very well.
They executed this like they're supposed to for a while.
Yeah, I thought Paul Heyman executed very well, and I thought it was done very. I don't want to use tastefully as a word, but it was done very. It was done in the right amount.
Yes. It
was the right amount, and listen, someone who didn't like Firefly Funhouse, Rico enjoyed this moment of Bray Wyatt being back. That's what they wanted.
Did you not enjoy the last month where you had to look in the background to see if you could find the puppets? Because the puppets kept popping up behind people the entire
last 2 weeks.
The last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is.
You know what that puppet that Firefly Funhouse reminded me of?
What?
Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah, it's like an awkward fun house. Like, it's a fun house, but it's kind of just creepy. Like Pee-wee's Playhouse was creepy too.
I don't know, that whole gimmick seemed kind of weird, but I did like seeing him come back.
Yeah. So see, now we have Bray. So we don't know. Like, Bray might come out next week as Funhouse Bray, like with the sweater vest, and ask what the hell happened.
See, I thought that would have been great if Finn stayed at least till SummerSlam, and he brought back regular Bray Wyatt, and he was in his sweater vest, and he goes like, "Hey guys, I'm sorry I missed you. What happened last week?" He just was totally like the creepy dude again. Like I think that'd be great, but obviously Finn left, so who knows what the hell's gonna go happen here.
It's sort of weird.
We already talked about Natalya winning thing. I don't really care to talk about that unless you guys have something more to add to it.
Yeah. Do you have anything on that? Talk about.
I just think she's gonna win.
You know, I kind of have a sneaking suspicion with him, like, because it's such a weird person to just pick to just face. Like, you could have went outside that weird.
Because of Toronto, they're doing it for.
Yeah, but they let her win in Toronto.
They're not going to let her win Toronto. The only person that ever won their hometown was Drew Gulak at Extreme Rules.
And now, yeah, but Natalya with her dad dying this past year, like, I'm going to give her she's getting the rub.
She's not
getting the rub on this one.
Not getting the rub. You know what? I hate both of you, but it's okay because, well, I lost the title this week, so it's okay.
Tugboat for the win?
No, not even Tugboat. Well, I beat Tugboat, right? I beat Tugboat. I ain't that bad. So, another problem I had, Dolph Ziggler and The Miz was on Miz TV, and then it just turned into an all-out brawl.
Yeah.
My issue was because then Dolph Ziggler went after Kevin Owens on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
So at first you had okay, Dolph Ziggler and The Miz, great feud. I think that'd be a great feud to see. But then you have him go up against Kevin Owens the next night.
Also the club against the Lucha House Party.
That was stupid.
If I see the Lucha House Party one more time, they need to be locked out the building. Okay, they're stupid. I get it.
They're not stupid.
They're go to midget wrestling.
Yes, midget wrestling.
Listen, you two. I hate both of you. I'm a disrespectful one.
Isn't Lucha Underground thing?
Lucha House Party.
Go to Lucha
House Party. They are great individual wrestlers. WWE is destroying them by doing this stupid gimmick. You're blaming them. This is WWE giving them this stupid gimmick.
They're stupid.
Listen, you're just the same height as them.
Yeah, that's why I'm mad at them. They're not using it correctly.
WWE's not. It's not them.
Or why didn't I get the bouncy bounces?
Because you can't jump like that.
Yeah, but why didn't I? I thought that was part of the height thing.
No, it's not. It's part of the Lucha thing.
Those two house parties join No Way Jose and just party around the ring.
See, that would make more sense.
No, but either way.
No way.
Listen, get rid of both gimmicks.
No way. Lucha.
I think the Lucha gimmick is just dumb.
Like,
Kalisto is a fantastic singles wrestler.
Oh yeah. They killed them. I don't want to see
killed them. My point is WWE and Vince McMahon killed them. They are actually very good. They are all individually very good as wrestlers. Stay asleep. No one wants to talk to you anymore. So then we had, all right, R-Truth, Drake Maverick.
Yeah.
How did you feel about this week's 24/7 win by Monday Night Raw with R-Truth taking the title in the hotel room, Rico?
I'm coming around.
All right, good.
And how did you like Corey Graves with the greatest line of all time? They said, well, what happened? And he said, well, he really utilized the small package. And I almost peed my pants. Renee couldn't stop laughing. And for a half second, Cole wasn't a robot. He had to come back. But he heard him say, as soon as he heard him say, utilize the small package, Cole, even like for a minute, was human. He's like, oh no, Vince is going to be so mad. While the other two like had a good time. So, but that was line of the night.
The line of the night was great, but I thought the entire thing was fantastic. I'm gonna find you. He put him on a 24/7, like so no one can find us. You idiot! You put it 24/7. Of course we're gonna find you. You put it on 24/7, you dipshit. But the best was he throws the guy a whole bunch of money, and I'm pretty sure Truth handed him $1. I'm pretty sure it was $1. It may have been even a Canadian dollar for all I know. He handed him $1 and said, shh. And I'm just like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, really?
Truth is one of the greatest.
And the best was they made him think he was naked under the title, and then he saw.
I was nervous.
I was scared, and they saw 21. He's like, oh, thank God he was wearing something else.
Because I would have been real nervous if he did utilize a small package and we had to see his butthole live on TV.
Oh God!
I don't know if I could see Drake Maverick's butthole and get over it. I understand trying to shed the PG, but you don't got to go that far.
You shed a whole too much.
And I got to question R-Truth at that point if he's trying to pin a man naked. You know, he has a little like sack right here on his arm.
Well, he had the belt covering it, so he was safe. Oh, small package of me.
It's bigger than my arm.
Oh, you missed the whole beginning, Rico. But it was great. So yeah.
Damn, another one's down.
They heard that too and dropped.
Yeah, they're like, nope.
So yeah, I mean, it was great. R-Truth was the title back. I thought it was a great way for him to win the title back in the hotel. The whole back and forth. I think from what I've heard, R-Truth had a lot of leeway with this. And I think Drake Maverick actually running back and forth the title has been actually really good. I think Drake Maverick is actually a pretty good 24/7 champion as well. I think this back and forth, getting them involved, has been really good for that title at least, which I thought was a joke when it first came in.
Yeah, we thought it was all going to be really stupid. Let's be real.
Then
none of us are going to say anything different.
One part I don't like about it is every night you see there's like 10 guys chasing.
That's weird. Yeah,
but this week there wasn't. That's my point. There wasn't that this week. This week it was just them. That's what I liked about it. Listen, the 10 guy thing, I thought it was getting stale.
It's like 10 gay guys running around, the circle jerk.
Yes.
We definitely are not PG here, ladies and gentlemen. This is KBW, the Jawn.
The Jawn.
So yeah, I mean, it was getting tiring after a while, seeing just like everyone changing the same title over and over again. So I like that's going back and forth with them two right now. Like they're letting them focus on that. To see a couple guys come out there and win the title would be good too. But I like what's going on with it. Again, you can tell Paul Heyman had some hands in this one. Then we get into the match that we already talked about. Seth Rollins won the over-the-top battle royal. All-star between cross brands.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
So these were the people in it.
So here are your people.
So kind of give your move here is obviously with Seth Rollins.
The winner.
Randy Orton.
Should have won.
Roman Reigns.
I don't care.
Braun Strowman.
Should have won as well.
Rey Mysterio. I don't care.
Rey Mysterio. I like him.
Baron Corbin.
Don't care.
Bobby Trashley.
Don't care.
Sami Zayn.
Don't care.
Big E. Yes.
I like Big E. I like Big E.
I really want to see Big E.
I wouldn't have minded seeing Big E win that, to be
honest.
honest.
I really was hoping for Big E.
I would have been okay with Big E.
A Big E one-on-one with Brock Lesnar, like give him a little bit of a run to be like the man. I think he would do it.
Just think of Big E as going up against Brock Lesnar. Think what he's going to say prior to all of that. How he's going to hint at sexual intimacy with Sable.
Oh man, there would definitely be a good promo on.
He would definitely do a great promo. He definitely he's talking about steroid uses as Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
I mean, he would go all out. Big E would be fantastic in this whole thing. Look, even Jackson used me too.
The Jackson
are like, okay.
And of course, the last one was Cesaro.
Yeah, and Cesaro was in there.
I didn't get it only because he just lost twice. Like, why didn't you put Aleister Black in there then? You gave the loser a chance at the big title, instead of the guy who's beat him twice in a row.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
But yeah, I thought that you had better options out there.
Well, he didn't fight us back tomorrow until Tuesday night.
Like I honestly Orton or Big E. I thought were
or
really
Big E
cool.
or Braun Strowman, because I've heard they were trying to give Braun the push.
It's just a shame that Braun is doing all this shit and they kind of like killed him to the point where I was like, well, how are you this monster among men, but you can't win a title?
Yeah.
He has no titles other than that stupid tag team one with the little kid. That was the only time he won a title, and he wins like the special shit. Like he won the trophy, the Andre the Giant,
he was the first
and the Super Showdown, Super Battle Royal champion.
Yeah.
He won a green belt, but I've never seen it since. I think they just took it off and they put the 24/7 plate on it.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. It's probably the same exact belt.
But
imagine if Big E did win and did beat Lesnar, the New Day would definitely.
They would then have all of the gold, like literally all of the gold.
Except for the Raw tag team titles they wouldn't have at that point.
Yeah, but you would have tag team titles and both world championships. That's a mean thing to have.
That is.
And then you would have like the club against them for all the titles.
See, I would like that matchup. Those two against the club. I would like it. I love.
It's coming.
I would love it. So you have anything else to add to that matchup? And besides, we would talk about who should have won. Anything else to add there? Tugboat.
Where the hell did Sami Zayn come from, and why was he even in the match?
It was just another guy.
Sami Zayn was like, let's put 20 guys' names in a hat. And, look, Sami Zayn, yeah, throw him in the mix.
Right.
Who else could you have thrown there? Though? Like think about it. Who else could you could have thrown Aleister Black in that position?
Ricochet.
You could have thrown Ricochet.
I would have rather seen Jinder Mahal in it,
or Ali.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
The guy who should have won the Money in the Bank.
Like one of those guys could have really got a cool chance at least. You know, like he could have.
Now see, that would have been good if Ali won that match and got his revenge against Lesnar at SummerSlam and beat him.
Right.
Exactly. Like they could have done something way better than just giving Seth Rollins.
Yeah, like
the title back.
Samoa Joe? Where's Samoa Joe?
Yeah,
Because it was cross-branded, right? So you could have had Samoa Joe in that thing.
You could have.
I'm really getting sick of Samoa Joe.
Wait, Samoa Joe was in that match, I thought.
No, he was not.
Because he didn't get thrown over the top with no, that was the SmackDown. I think SmackDown. That's right.
No, he wasn't.
Because he beat Finn Balor. That's right.
Yep.
So then we get to SmackDown here.
Welcome to SmackDown Live.
We started with the Town Hall.
Stupid.
I liked Roman Reigns getting fined.
Yeah.
That was great. You suck. We all agree. You're a piece of shit. Blah, blah, walked off. And then all the rest of the Town Hall was setting up the rest of the night for the matches that were going to happen.
Yeah, Liv Morgan spoke out.
I love Liv Morgan speaking out about that. That was great.
I love Liv Morgan.
I know you do. But I love Liv Morgan speaking out. I thought that was fantastic.
I love the way she speaks.
You had
love the way she walks.
Orton. Orton didn't say anything. He just stood there.
No, then they had the
Apollo Crews and
Andrade, and Andrade started screaming Spanish at his face.
And so Apollo Crews wins that late in the night. So you said some good things, but there wasn't anything else besides Roman Reigns getting fined. I thought was great, and the other part of it that was great was Shane McMahon getting kicked in the balls by Kevin Owens.
By accident.
I thought that was great.
Before the stunner.
Okay. It was boom. Oh, you're right down. Oh fuck, whatever. Let's just go.
He picked him back up by his head and then threw him. Stone Cold was not. He did not.
He did not approve. He did not approve.
He went right down.
Stone Cold was not happy with that either.
I think we should give an award to whoever withstands our table battle royal every night.
So
by the end, now the Elite is holding strong for the most part.
The Rock and Bray Wyatt and Ultimate Warrior, the ones have not fallen on this side of the table. That side's all strong.
Right. Chris Jericho. We got Kenny.
MJF,
Cody and MJF
and King himself.
King Macho Man.
You know why? Because this is my side of the table. I hit the table all the time. That's what it is.
He is. He's a table hitter.
So there was that. So other than that, there was anything else. No point to that besides the stunner.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy this? Did you enjoy that Town Hall at all, Rico?
Wasn't your thing?
The waste. Okay, so go great. So we know that Eric Bischoff was not there, and from what I heard prior to this coming into this, Eric Bischoff won't actually put his hand in anything for the next couple of weeks until around SummerSlam, from what I've heard. He's not supposed to actually. Everyone was like, oh, he's going to be there because he was waiting for Extreme Rules. No. Paul Heyman was coming in, definitely. Eric Bischoff was going to slowly introduce himself throughout different segments, but he doesn't go anywhere near any of this.
Because the Bischoff move is different.
Yeah.
Because SmackDown has to use a whole different platform because all they're doing right now is setting up SmackDown for Fox.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's going to be a different product. Fox wants something different. They don't want to see the same shit you're seeing on USA.
Yeah.
They want SmackDown to be a completely different show than Raw. AKA, stop having the Raw superstars invading. There's no way
they dropped the invading.
I think they're gonna burn that brand split's gonna come back in full.
They wanted that whole thing.
Well, I think they're seeing how terrible it is. They want. I think so. I don't think Kofi's gonna have the title by the time they go on in October. They're gonna give to like an established guy. Same way as like we think AEW is gonna go with Jericho as their first champion.
I still like that's you. I still like Hangman Page.
I like Hangman Page, but I think that for TNT they're gonna want somebody with a name. And the last time TNT had wrestling on, Jericho was a pretty big name for them. So I think you're going to let Jericho hold the title to begin it, and then obviously move away from it. But I think they're going to do a similar thing with SmackDown. You're going to have an Orton or one of those like guys who's known on to hold the title first. So I could see Orton winning winning a SummerSlam and carrying the title into October.
Yeah, I could see that.
And then maybe like to really bump it, have Cena come back in October just to start a feud with Orton for that title reign again.
So here's the other thing. Speaking of that, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this. So the 20th anniversary was this year. They haven't done celebrate it yet. They're saying they're going to celebrate it, and they're debating on when to celebrate it. Is it going to be the last show on USA or the first show on Fox? How do you feel if they started Fox with the return of the legends that they're doing with Raw this week coming up? How do you feel about having them celebrate the 20th year with having it on Fox? Or do you think they should do it to end USA? How do you feel about that, Tugboat?
You know what? It'd be like a slap in the face of it. Didn't do it, with USA.
Right.
It also would be a boost for Fox if they started off that way.
Exactly. They start off with a whole new.
So the only way to do it is to end USA that way.
Yeah, like.
That's the only way I see it.
Almost like the greatest of.
Yeah, just do the greatest of. You end USA's era by ending with the 20th year anniversary, which by the way was in April, I'm pretty sure. April was with the actual 20 years. That's when SmackDown premiered, was in April. To think of that, dude. We were 11 years old in SmackDown. I was 11 years old. You were 12 when they premiered that.
There's also some late news that The Rock, the People's Champ, the Great One,
he wasn't going to be at Raw.
Was spotted at the Performance Center today.
Really?
So maybe he is showing up to Monday Night Raw.
They just haven't announced it.
They're not going to announce The Rock.
They said he wasn't going to be there. But they said he's definitely going to be there for SmackDown. He's going to be there for SmackDown.
So
obviously.
if he's in the Performance Center, I think that obviously he's trying to do at least a couple moves. He wants to shake off the rust a bit for something like that. So
to get Claymore kicks?
No, he's going to rock bottom everybody besides Kevin Owens.
Do you think that's how they're gonna get him over? Is the Drew McIntyre's going to Claymore somebody to get him over?
Who's he going to Claymore?
The Rock?
He will not.
Stone
Cold will. I think Stone Cold and Kevin Owens are going to go around drinking beers all night.
I think it'd be great. That'd be fantastic. So get back to SmackDown. Although we're just reminiscing on what's going to happen. So we all agree they should end USA that way. That's all I wanted to check with everybody. So then you had Aleister Black against Cesaro, and Aleister Black won again.
Woo.
Again, we just talked about it.
Great. My favorite part.
Great match.
I love the black mask.
The black mask with the mouthpiece getting knocked out of his face.
First of all, look.
I thought that was great.
Cesaro, this is for me to you, bud. All right, you're done with the bar. Please get a new mouthpiece that doesn't say the bar across it, okay? Just get one that says Cesaro or Swiss Superman or
Cesaro
or Swiss Cyborg or Swiss Miss
Cyborg. Let's get Cyborg
any
on
of it, okay? Just there's Cyborg then Lady Cyborg from UFC will come up. You can't have that.
Or Cyborg himself from DC.
Or you can get one that says I suck.
Wow. I think he's a great performer there, Tugboat. I don't know about that.
I enjoy it.
But did you like that black mask from Aleister Black that knocked out the mouth guard?
Oh yeah, you know what? I think I'm done with Cesaro because he's just, they're not using him for anything, and he's just like
he's looking like an idiot. I'm done with them using him like let's have a 17 match count with somebody.
I get that they know he's such a good performer, but I think what they're doing is they're kind of taking him in the same regard as Dolph Ziggler, where Dolph could have a all-star match with anyone, but they always make sure he's on the losing end of it. So it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that's why people are just so turned off by Dolph Ziggler now, because you're like, okay, he's gonna put on a good match, but like at the end of the day, he's not winning shit. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He's just there because you're like, all right, if I put him in there with Seth Rollins, they're going to kill it. They're going to have a great match. But we know Seth's winning.
Yeah.
Because there's no chance Dawson will win anything. Same thing. Kevin Owens is a good performer. So you know him and Ziggler will put together good matches. But you're not going to get anything. Same thing. Aleister Black is a hell of a performer. You put him with a Cesaro, and they're both very physical guys. Like, they can withstand hitting each other hard for being, you know, fake. But, like, they really put it into each other when they wrestle. And I love watching it, but I don't want to see it 7 times.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to see this.
And especially how you know it's going to end the same way. Okay, what are they going to do? Reenact the bar thing? Is it only going to end with them becoming a tag team?
Yeah, and win the titles. Like, I don't want to see it.
No, I want
we thought that was going to happen when they did Cesaro, Ricochet. Now they're using Aleister Black with them.
Yeah.
So then we get into the Charlotte Flair Liv Morgan match. Liv Morgan had some great highlights in this.
She sure does.
She looked great doing it, as Peppa would like to reminisce on.
But
she ended up losing. Right, and even Dragon agrees. But then, I don't know if you saw the ending of it. Did you see her grab?
She grabbed Corey
Graves' mic, grabbed it, and basically said, Charlotte was right. The real me will be back, and then threw it and walked away.
I'm down. I hope it means shorts. What? Shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, shorts. No, I think she's gonna come back without this weird bubblegum gimmick here. Like, I think you're gonna get a more serious version.
Get rid of the pink tongue.
Get her blonde hair. Get her blue tongue out of here.
It was pink.
It's blue, bro.
I thought it was
her
pink
hair
this
is
week.
pink.
I thought it was pink this week.
Look, I have so many questions about the blue tongue, but I'm not going to mention it on this podcast because I'm a gentleman. I swear to God.
Yeah, right. We'll talk about that
It's
off
my
air.
girl. I am. She says I'm a gentleman.
No.
Or else.
Hang around with some Smurfs.
Yes. And like, how does that work? Does it come off easy?
Have you seen Luchasaurus' green tongue?
I don't think the thing thoughts about losing.
I'm just saying. So we had that match.
Is that weird? I'm sorry. Lucia's green.
She was on Saurus. I'm just saying. You think about that, so you gotta think about. Listen, they painted tongue. This is what happened. Okay. Your mind's in the gutter, both of you. So you two are sucking Smurfs off. And we get it. We understand.
And you're trying to go into bestiality, having sex with Luchasaurus.
I'm not. There's a bestiality.
He's a Luchasaurus.
He's in the jungle with Jungle Boy. Think about it.
Questionable.
Think about it.
Questionable.
So then you had the Truth segment again, and he was hiding in a washer.
Machine.
A fake washing machine, but hiding nonetheless, telling Carmella about his 7-Eleven European 24/7 blah blah blah, and he just goes off the cuff. You could tell because
he gets Mella to laugh a lot.
Yeah, because
like
she was looking for him, and when he said 27-11, she started laughing and hanging back into character real quick. And then
when he was trying to get out, he fell. He fell. Man down.
And she laughed and goes, "Come on, we're going to Comic-Con." He's like, "I don't want to be. I served my time. I'm not a con no more." It was great. And she was laughing at that part too because he went that route.
He said, "I'm not a con. I did my time."
I was like, and you could tell she's like, "Yo, come on."
He's just very good.
He's great at what he does, and I love it. Coming off the cuff. And then they ran to Comic-Con. So obviously we're going to see him at Comic-Con next week.
That'll be fun.
So that'll be a
I'm
great
assuming
time.
you're going to see Drake Maverick dressed up as like a troll, and he's going to try to get like R-Truth is going to be dressed up like Groot or something like that. Like, because I might go with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
So I was thinking that they're going to have Drake Maverick attack someone who's dressed as R-Truth. And he tries to pin him with the fake title, and then realizes it's not R-Truth, and it'd be even better.
I like it.
But either way, you're going to see Comic-Con next week.
I think it's going to be fun.
I thought it was great. I think R-Truth come up the cuff is just fantastic. Rico, you liked his Monday night thing. Did you like the Smackdown version as well?
Yeah, I know I'm coming around, and I like the feud they got them two going back and forth with.
Because it's like a small little comedic moment that you get with those two, like where like you know it's. Because you're aware it's not a serious title. Okay, like, I'm not going to see that headlining WrestleMania, but they're going to have a good cutaway scene during every show where it's either going to be Drake Maverick doing something weird, or it's going to be Truth just making everybody laugh. Like, and he keeps calling him Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
He still has me dying. Did you see Hornswoggle?
Did you see Hornswoggle? Hornswoggle.
I hope that at Comic-Con, Hornswoggle's there, and he beats up the wrong one. He actually beats up Hornswoggle.
That would be great. So then, as we talked about earlier, Ember Moon and Bayley teamed up against Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, and they beat them in around about 45 seconds.
And you see they're slightly trying to give you this thing.
Yeah, they are.
Like they're being very sensual with each other.
But they stopped it. They told you they edited that part out. The almost kissed the week before the day. So they're doing, but they're not doing it.
They couldn't edit it out of here, guys.
But they had the sensual. But they beat him in around about 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And then you had the match that you're going to see at SummerSlam, Bayley versus Ember Moon. And again, I just hope they give Ember Moon her chance and nothing else.
My hope here with Ember Moon though is, I don't like face-on-face matches. I don't like. It's very respectful and anything, but like your promos leading up to it are very boring because you're just gonna get like, we're both great competitors. Baka, 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 baka. I hate face-on-face ones. I'm just hoping at least.
You don't like face-on-face action?
I'm more of a. Never mind. So I want Ember Moon to turn heel.
I want Bayley to turn heel.
Because she's dark. No, they can't because she's like the female John Cena. The kids look up to them too much.
Yeah,
so
but at least she gets people over, unlike John Cena.
Well, yeah.
Listen, I love John Cena. I've always loved John Cena. Once I heard that thing, I was kind of annoyed me.
But
as you can
Ember,
tell,
I think Ember with her like kind of darkish gimmick there, I think she would be really good as.
Do you agree there, Tugboat?
What's that?
That giving her a darker image, making Ember Moon turn heel. Do you don't like the face-to-face fight for the title?
Like you're gonna have two good guys go for the women's title this upcoming in SummerSlam. So one of them has to either turn heel or, God forbid, they're gonna make it a triple threat with a heel, aka Charlotte.
God no.
Because you can't just have two good guys.
I'd rather see Bayley go heel.
See, you want Bayley?
Thank you.
I think that they're just never gonna do it. It's the same way as you wish Roman would. Same way you wish Cena would.
I think Eric Bischoff is
And I
going to
think-
turn Roman Reigns heel. I think he will.
Didn't he say like the first
He
thing
wanted
to do
to.
was turn him heel?
Yeah, a year or two ago when he talked about it, he was I would turn Roman Reigns heel and it would be all great. I think he's going to end up doing it. So then we get into the New Day hijacking Daniel Bryan's major announcement saying, hey, come out and attack us. And he comes out to say nothing, goes back, comes out to say nothing, and goes back, and then you see
But what,
three men fight for this.
What was the announcement?
So I guarantee. So here's my thing: is he didn't have an announcement because they couldn't come up with one good enough. So they had to come out and do that gimmick. I guarantee that's what it was. WWE dropped the ball and had no idea what his big announcement was going to be. It was going to be there, Rico.
I was so confused when it came out. I thought he was going to say, "Screw this! I'm not doing the tag team no more."
Right, like you go back to being a singles competitor.
Yeah, but then it came out with Rowan, so he wanted to do that because I think Rowan was just squashed his head.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they just didn't have anything good enough for him to say.
So we'll wait another week and then like
Maybe have something
keep telling
better.
you we swear the announcement's next week or
Just
something
say he's
like
going to retire and we'll all be happy.
I was
mean,
actually thinking that.
yeah, like it's a strange because that's what everybody thought. Like, oh no, whenever he says big announcement, you're afraid he has another concussion
Yeah.
and like he can't.
He's gonna
But
take
like
time away.
he was in his wrestling gear and everything. He didn't have like the serious person clothes on. You know how whenever they announce something real, they would come out in their own clothes.
Yeah.
They didn't have that. Side question to everything here. Just because I'm looking at the picture of the New Day invading the announcement.
Yeah.
If you were in the crowd and you received a New Day pancake, do you eat it?
I think I saved it. I think I saved
Like
it as a
it's
souvenir.
in his belt.
I'd save
so,
it
like,
as a souvenir.
His sweaty like belly button is dripping in your
I
pancake.
would sell it as Kofi Kingston's sweaty pancake
But like
on eBay.
But like
I
it didn't
would.
throw any syrup at you either though. Like I'm gonna eat a dry ass pancake.
See, a part of me would just want to try it
I'm
just
gonna
because
eat
I
the
want to know if it's
pancake.
real.
I'm not even gonna lie to either any of
I
us.
would try
Because
it.
sometimes they come out Big E's trunks, like he pulls them from his singlet. So like I don't know how I feel about it, but like
I still would want to try this. Like, is
have
this
you
really
ever
cooked?
seen how much concessions are?
Yeah.
If I'm catching a 3-piece pancake, I'm eating it. I don't give a shit. Like I'm like, thanks, bro.
If either one of you there catch a pancake, just make sure you video it while you're eating.
You're damn right.
I would because I can see him doing that no matter what.
Oh.
Listen. Me and him go way back. All right. We came back from Wendy's. No, Wendy's. I would say it was Wendy's. And it was Wendy's. And I dropped a thing of fries. And this man, and it was in dirt / sidewalk / ants. This man picked the whole thing up and just started eating it.
No
and I
fries
was
get
dying.
left- fries
I
don't get
was
left behind
dying.
here.
And he goes, we all eat dirt, 1,000 pounds of dirt or whatever it was before we
Yeah,
die.
you gotta eat 5 pounds of dirt before you
and
die.
bugs before we die. Who the hell cares?
I
This
just
man
jumped
went
on
in
it.
hardcore, just jumped on it and grabbed it and ate that
Oh.
shit up. I'm like, man, more power
Those
to you.
fries were still
You know what?
warm.
I'd rather eat fries off the ground than the pancake out off of some man's sweaty tit.
You know what? I don't care. Maybe it gives it a salt taste, you know? Like, oh, what are these? Caramel?
I would probably try it because I'd be intrigued. Like, yo, is this really cooked? Like
Like,
they
how
really
good
have
are
real
they?
pancakes?
Yeah.
Or are they frozen pancakes he just chucking out there? Because they go pretty far. Like,
No, them Johns are soft. You can see that they're
Like,
cooked, man.
no, you know what? I wonder if they're fake, they're foam. And they're foam
I'd be
pancakes,
so
not real
angry.
pancakes, they're foam pancakes. And Jeff tries to eat it, and we all die laughing because it's foam. He rips it open and there's nothing in there.
I'd be the angriest human alive if they're throwing out fake pancakes and I'm hungry. I mean, literally, if you want to be smart about it, right? Next time we go to a WWE event, now that they know they're going to try to stop the Jawn, but they can't stop the Jawn.
Can't stop the Jawn, so it's coming at you.
I'm coming with a mini bottle of syrup. I'm prepared fully.
Wait, just think. You know how syrup absorbs in a pancake, and it's coming off in a man's sweaty, chest.
Yeah, so it's just going to be a heavier pancake. Yeah.
When you bite into it, you're just going to get a mouthful of man sweat.
You have man juice in them.
I don't care. It just sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's not wrong. That doesn't sound delicious. That sounds disgusting.
Pulling out my syrup, I'm like,
You don't need syrup, but it's full of man juice.
Yeah, you got
I'm
man
like-
juice in there.
I'm like, pancake rocks. Pancake rock.
So after this, you had Samoa Joe, Randy Orton, and Elias come out saying they all want title shots, and Elias says we can't do that. We can have a 6-man tag, and then Randy
Did you know
goes,
Elias had theme music?
no. Then
I
Randy
didn't know
Orton,
who was coming out.
I was
who
very
is
confused.
that?
I saw the Elias thing. Then Randy goes, screw this, turn around and walks away.
Mm.
Best part of the night, minus the R2 thing, was Kofi going, oh, I thought a Viper was always ready to strike. I guess he went limp.
That's why you got RKO'd.
And RK
You
no,
came
he
after
came
his,
right at
you came
him.
after his man piece.
And he's like, nah, screw that. And he went at him hard, and he took him down, and it was fantastic. I loved every second of that.
So screw that. And took him down hard.
I'm gonna hate seeing Kofi lose his title to Randy, but I like Randy Orton, and I like to see him win it. So yeah, there was that. Then you had the Kabuki Warriors defeat the Iconics because of the countout. We talked about it. It was
Stupid.
bullshit. On to the next subject, 'cause I don't care. Apollo Crews beat Andrade. So Apollo Crews is now 2-0 this week. Are they really going to do anything about him? Hopefully, because WWE always screws people over. They go 2-0 and they don't do nothing with them.
But he did lose on NXT to Kabuki. Not the Kabuki. Where is the other
Kabushi.
one? No.
Kabushi
I forgot his name.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You got it.
And then Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler had a match, and Kevin Owens had it won with the stunner, and then he gets pulled up by Shane McMahon, and he gets stunned, and then he runs because everyone chased after him. So, here's my issue with all. So here's my issue with all this. First off, Samoa Joe's the biggest heel of all. He has to be by himself. Why was he out there? That was my first problem. Why was Samoa Joe there?
Because he's a heel.
Doesn't matter.
All the heels want to be out there.
But why is he out there if he's a loner and doesn't like anybody? It made no sense. But he stunned Shane McMahon, did it properly this time, and he ran the hell out of there, and I thought it was great, fantastic, and wonderful. I don't know what you thought about it, but I enjoyed it. What did you guys think about that final cut as SmackDown went off the air with the stunner, and then Shane going, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
You're done. I enjoyed that. I thought it was a cool. I thought it was a good move, like that right now.
Again, I've seen this back in Stone Cold there.
KO is outsmarting the heels everywhere. Like they thought that was a trap that was unbreakable. He was able to stop the entire trap from going, which is awesome. I think. I totally enjoyed the last match. He stunned Ziggler. He stunned Shane. And he got the hell out
and
of
then
it.
he ran for his life. I thought it was great. What about you there, Tugboat?
It's always good to see McMahon get stunned.
Amen.
See, he agrees. The Dragon agrees with us as he spews fire at everybody. So that's all we got here.
It was Kushida.
That's all. Kushida, that's it.
Kushida defeated Apollo Crews so Apollo Crews couldn't get a win on NXT.
But he can get a win on Raw and SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey. They're also pre-taped like 17 weeks in advance. That's before they wanted to push him, I guess.
It was so many weeks ago.
So for I think that's all we got, right? You guys got anything else to add to this week's review?
I'm good.
You good there, Tugboat? Dragon's good. Spitting fire. So,
hot fire.
for us here at KBW,
Because he wants to smoke.
bringing the
He
smoke,
wants that smoke.
your champion still, White Peppa, beating Tugboat and myself at Extreme Rules. Tugboat made his picks, as did all of us. And Tugboat ended up with 95. I ended up with like 105. And then Peppa over here ended up with 115. So your champ, and you can catch the review of Extreme Rules by us sometime this week.
That I am still your WWE World Predictions champion.
Unfortunately, yes, that's what we're saying there. So
Also, your NXT champ. Say what?
Yeah, SummerSlam.
SummerSlam is going down.
Yeah, guys. Come at me, bro.
Dragon Free. Listen, I held tight of 2 pay-per-views. You've held 2 pay-per-views. So me and Rico gotta take it from you. It's just that simple. It's just that simple.
In the words of Street Profits, I want the smoke. All of
They were there on the Raw Weekend of Grit too.
I
forgot about that. They were on there too.
They're amazing. I love them.
I love their little gimmicks. So how you want to end 22?
Let's end it like we always end it.
And with the adieus?
Don't you do me.
I'm gonna do you. So for us here at KBW, we bid you adieu, goodbye,
Smooches, and good night, bang.